Hey, what's up, flowers? Welcome to Tipsy Garden. We locked in with another episode, man, where we bring in hella laughs, open personality, and bold perspectives. Y'all already know. It's your host, Kira.
And I'm your host, Casey. And today, we got a guest. I need a drum roll, but we ain't really got it. Bezz Believe.
What up, world? How you doing?
Y'all welcome Bezz Believe. You know, he might be a little nervous. Y'all need to warm him up.
No, man, you'll see. I'm a quiet lion. That's the best way to describe it. I'd say it's like, you know, I talk, but when I talk, it's very powerful and it's necessary. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's time to make the line roar, huh?
Oh, since we in the garden,
Oh,
it's
y'all
time
already know.
to get
Y'all already
tipsy
know
in the
what's poppin'
garden.
these days, man.
Damn, Kira, you didn't even let me say the intro.
Hey, I gotta get straight to it because they already got me a little
Y'all, she been on it all day. Sick of
I ain't
this.
even feeling it yet.
Man,
but
get that man the ball and let that man pop.
Cause I don't even.
Dang.
I guess I still ain't learned.
The Bel Air.
We about 4-5 episodes in. I still ain't learned how to pop the bottle.
Right.
God damn, she be fucked
I
up.
don't even know right now. It's been so long since I fucking opened anything like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Look, you the
see, I
first.
start from the bottom and
You
just
know, he the first. He the first to
work
be
my
like,
way on up, man.
you know, appreciate it. You know,
There we go. Okay.
I don't got no troubles, but you can pull them up.
Oh man.
None.
We done came far from the
So
last.
should I really pop it? But I don't want to get all the equipment off.
I mean, it ain't shook up, so please.
We done came far from the last
I
episode,
need a drum roll,
y'all. Shout out to John.
You
Remember
need
that.
a drum roll.
Oh,
Drum
okay.
your ass on,
She trying to cut me off.
Oh, nah,
Okay.
it's
I'm
not
gonna just
gonna
keep it on going.
Yeah, it's not gonna give a.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, look, I don't know. It go to spilling over and shit or getting
Yeah.
on your outfit.
I like how that pisses like that though.
I like the sound of that shit. Just be like,
Look at you. You drinking today?
you guys like.
Oh damn, I'm the poor.
He's a poor. Hey.
Oh, hold on.
Woo. It's a lot in here. But anyway, while y'all still pulling up, you know. So go ahead on and tell us, like, where you from? You know, where you from and...
I really been in Florida like my whole life. I was born in Arizona, but I lived there till I was like just 3 years old. And yeah, I've been from Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Coral Springs, Fort Myers, Orlando, here now. I've lived in like every part of Florida besides like northern Florida. So it's like I've been other states. I've traveled toward the whole United States, and Florida's the best.
Oh.
Florida's the best spot to be, for sure.
All right, shout out
Most
to Florida.
definitely,
Yeah. Shout out to Florida,
100%. They nowhere can match the weather, nowhere can match the nature. So it's like, even if you hate the people here, you could just get the best weather and not have to deal with nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all year round it's hot. But I like the heat because when I live cold places, it's like it demotivates you. Like it makes you lazy, and out here, even though the heat might like exhaust you, but it gets you grinding. It's like, that's why this is a real hustler state. Like, we can't say Florida got the hardest hustle.
Y'all heard it.
Out of
Hey,
anywhere,
Florida
I'd
got
say.
the biggest hustlers
Yeah,
out
Florida
there,
got
man.
the hardest hustlers, for sure.
For sure, man. For sure. All the hustlers come out of Florida. Make sure y'all know that.
Dang, I'd
Hey.
say now, man, like we came up. Like I remember when I first was out here, this was like, they used to be like, man, Florida, you ain't gonna do nothing in Florida. That shit's a crab in a bucket ass market. Especially Orlando. Orlando's still a bit like that. Orlando is a bit like that, but Florida, as a whole, has really came up. There's been so much unity, and even like Forgiato Blow was here. It's like it used to be like everybody would try to turn each other against each other, and we were like working as solo units, and we was crabs. Like we didn't want to give the next man props.
Nah,
and then,
for real.
Eventually, I think just everybody who was grinding were like, man, like you're not stopping grinding, I'm not stopping grinding. We might as well just collaborate. And I think that really rubbed off on the young generation, where they're just kind of naturally doing it, where it's like they don't have as much egos as back in our days, I would say, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's helping them come up.
I like what I see, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, the unity is always gonna bring it together, because people are gonna be drawn to a unit when they see a lot of people behind something.
I agree.
They want to be a part of it. When it's just one man, they're like, you fucking tight, but it's like you don't got. There's nothing to be a part of, you know.
Yeah. When it's just a one man show. They got to make sure everybody behind that
Yeah.
shit before they get behind it. Yeah, that is like a Florida thing. I mean, I guess that's an everybody thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
The whole rap game as a whole, I feel like really struggled with unity. I think just social media really made it where it's like, man, you got beef, go shoot the dude a DM, and you might realize he don't got no problem with you. Or if you want to work with somebody, you could just shoot him a DM. Where before there used to be like those silent beefs where you don't know what the next man thinking, and you got no way to hit him up. You know, you just heard some slime ball around the block spreading rumors, making up shit, trying to turn y'all against each other. Because like I've had that happen so much in this game where it's like, either I heard someone was talking shit or someone said I was talking shit. I was like, bro, I never said a word about you. Like, I didn't even, I don't know you like that. Like, you know, I actually think you're dope. Like, you know, when people ask me about you, I say you're tight, you know?
Yeah. For sure.
There's just those toxic people who try to infect circles, you know, and they exist in this world, you know, sadly.
In music industry, outside the music industry, all that. Yeah, man. You got them type of people everywhere, for sure.
Wow, that's crazy. So when did you start rapping?
I've been doing this, like, I knew I wanted to do it since I was like 6 years old. Like, since I was so young. Yeah, it was weird. Like, I always knew I wanted to do it. Because like, how did that just naturally come in my brain that I wanted to do that?
I'm curious.
And like, I don't even know. That's why I'm like, it's weird, because it was just like, it just came natural, you know? Where I just knew I was into it and I wanted to do it at such a young age.
Were you like playing with it? Like, you know how, you know, some people like.
You had any other passions? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I played basketball, and of course, like every kid thinks they're gonna make the NBA and all that.
I ain't think that.
You wasn't a basketball player.
I mean, I did play now.
You did.
But I ain't think that.
I bet you thought you was gonna make it to the softball.
I did not.
Softball league, whatever.
Baby, I was done with running. Me and running don't run the same.
You really don't run in softball.
Yes, hell you do. You got to run around the damn bases, girl.
You hit home.
If you hit a home run, you gotta hit a home run every time you gotta run. Yeah,
I thought you was a heavy hitter.
Baby, I knew I ain't like to run.
Oh, Lord. Last episode, she said she was a heavy hitter.
I was a heavy hitter. That's why I had the heavy hit, so I can walk.
Walk the bases.
Head held down. Walking. Listen, so like outside of that, you said you just knew that you weren't gonna make it. So like, what position you played? I ain't, you know, since you said you weren't gonna make it.
No, I honestly thought I was gonna make it, and then my brother really discouraged me. He's like, "Bro, you're not gonna make the NBA. You're not gonna make the NBA."
It'd be the siblings, man.
Yeah, so that's what's lame. So then eventually, I remember one of the tryouts. I think it was like my freshman year in high school. Like, cause throughout middle school, I was like a star. And then throughout high school, I just like bombed the tryouts. Like, I just half-weighted it because I was like, I wasn't 100%. Like, I was like, yeah, and I let my brother get to me. I was like, yeah, there really ain't no point to do this, you know? So,
oh, man.
It's like he almost made it seem like I was like lame, like, you know, like.
That is your brother.
Yeah, for playing ball, like
your brother foul.
Like there's cooler things you can do, but my brother's a hustler, bro. He was getting money at that age.
That's why he knew.
Yeah, at the same time, it's like, you know, he's.
Fuck it, we get to the bag.
Yes, shit, you know, it turned out how it was, you know, yeah.
No, for sure.
Yo, so after that, you know, you knew you weren't gonna make it after your brother said that.
It wasn't even that I thought I was gonna make it. It's just like he had me thinking it was lame. Yeah.
Yeah. So basketball.
Yeah.
So that's when you coughed up the lyrics. You started coughing up lyrics.
I was still doing it. At that time, but then that's when I really locked in, and like I just stopped paying attention in school, and I was just writing lyrics all day. And that's when we used to have like Walkmans. There was no iPhones or nothing. Like I would have a little CD player with headphones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What did your brother help you push? Since he stopped the basketball thing for you, did he help you push?
He did for a bit, and then the problem is, I hate to put him on blast, but he pushed me in the wrong direction in the rap game, you know, because like he pushed me towards like a street life for it, and that wasn't really like my main demographic with the type of music that I think that I'm best at, you know, where it's like I don't even want to give some of these local rappers like who were big back then props because they're such slime balls. But like whoever was big in the streets, who caught fed cases, who snitch now,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
like, but they were cool back then. He's like, you need to work with that guy. You need to work with that guy. And I remember I had I was signed to this NFL player, and they were kind of like they were slime balls too. Because they wanted to obviously rip me off, but they were trying to push me in a positive direction with my music, and it was like a battle between the NFL player and my brother. Like, and then my brother, that's my brother, so I went with fucking doing the features with the fucking winning the streets and shit like that. And then I lost that deal.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know, it all worked out how it was because pretty much any direction that I needed to find my direction.
Right.
At that age, I was following everybody else's direction, and that they didn't know me. They didn't know what was best for me. But you know, like I had no clue on the business end, marketing, anything to do. I just knew how to make music, and I really didn't lock into my style yet. Like I was very talented, but I didn't know who I was musically. Like I that was an experimental stage, you know, like really trying to find my sound.
Yeah, trying to find your way. We still love you though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
We
you.
love you, brother.
We love you.
Man, the thing is, he introduced me to a lot of hustles that made money and probably saved me from dealing with a lot of bad people in the music industry because it gave me leverage where I don't got to take those P. Diddy dick in the booty deals, fucking type shit.
Nah, like, for real.
Hey, we gotta take that, but
we talking straight belt to ass.
Yeah, I didn't have to drink the fucking baby oil, you know.
Hey, I gotta forward to that.
Because one thing he showed me how to get my own bag where I really had leverage, but at the same time it's like when you got leverage like that, especially this was like pre-social media when like you couldn't go viral, like you had to deal with the radio, you had to deal with labels. So like the independent route was really hard back then because it was about passing out CDs and networking and all the country bumpkin towns with the blue collar DJs and shit because the big cities wasn't fuck with you because they was already owned by corporate media, you know, they was already owned by the labels. So it's like if you're not signed to one of those labels, they won't even take your money even if you got
wild.
it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
So what genre do you consider yourself?
Man, right now I would say like really I'm locked in. I'll say southern rap. It's like
what's southern rap?
Man,
is it like country rap?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't say country rap. It's like back in the days. It was like not even too far back in the days. I would say like 3 years ago. It's like if you were a white boy making southern rap, like they would kind of put you in country rap. And now where rap is at, it's at a beautiful place where there's no skin color to it. There's no boxing you in. You could be a nerd with glasses who wears your clothes backwards and a spiked up mohawk with a bullet in the back. The weirder you look, the bigger you're gonna blow up now.
For sure, that's
where
that fashion.
Like back then they would try to categorize you and you had to fit. Like they would try to box me in, and I've just never been an artist where like you could just put in one box because I'm one of the only artists who like I'll go do some shit with a straight country artist and then the next day I'm with somebody who's running the streets and both the songs are hot and they're authentic to me. Where like now everyone is crossing genres and they're more comfortable doing it. But a few years ago, like this shit was like really like segregated like that, where like I really had to like separate friend groups and do shit like that to work because you couldn't get other people in the same room, even though I was willing to work like that.
No, for sure.
So I love where rap's at now. It's like there's just no boundaries to it. The mainstream's pushing horrible mumble shit and just the weirdest stuff, but as far as like independent creators are dominating. Like what I see on social media though, like I see so many amazing talent and they might not be the biggest of the big, but they're getting bread and they got a nice following with it. You know, that's 500,000 followers or like that's 500,000 followers like that are really fucking with you.
Yeah,
like,
authentic followers.
You're gonna make you making good money and you're living off music, you know, where it's like a few years ago, it was like, I would say like 10 years ago, it's like you're either the biggest of the big or you're making zero money off music and 90% of it was just dope boys using dope
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
and whatever whatever their hustle was to finesse the music. Like, yeah, I'm a famous rapper, I'm just stunting. Like, but they wasn't making a bag off music besides shows and features, but there was no such thing as streaming. There was no way to like reach your fans like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you was like the neighborhood celebrity, but now it's like you could really make a living just being not spending any money, like really just off your cell phone, recording on the phone, and then you might, you know, you post enough reels on Instagram, you might go viral and build a little following, and
for sure.
start making it. You might not get rich, but you'll be making more than a 9 to 5, and you're like a 19-year-old kid is better than working at Taco Bell or something like that. Like, what you gonna make off your music?
Yeah.
That wasn't an option back then. It's like you're either at the top or you're nothing.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
All right, so what's your favorite song that you've made? Like out of all your songs, what is
You got
your
a lot of
favorite?
songs too.
I got so many. I got like 14.
But one got to be your
15
favorite.
albums. Man, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it like really stamped me and it created like a whole identity. Country Trapper. That was like because a lot of my biggest shit was with Kevin Gates at first, and I did shit with Gucci Mane, and like all I was known for, oh, that's the white boy with Kevin Gates, that's the white boy with Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
And then Country Trapper was the record that eliminated that, and it made me. Where now they're like, oh, that's Country Trapper.
Yeah.
That's that, you know, it's like you get to a point where you don't want to just live off another man's cosign.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to be known for you. Exactly.
Yeah, that gave you your own face.
For sure.
For sure.
That's great. So was that like one of your biggest songs?
Yeah, it's probably one of my biggest streaming. Yeah, biggest streaming solo song. Yeah, I think it even surpassed the songs with Kevin Gates. So yeah.
Oh shit. Millions of views on YouTube.
I ain't gonna lie, we were on your YouTube, you know, looking at everything and seeing how that don't be streaming like views, like
Bezz Believe, dude, numbers, man.
Definitely get views.
Sure.
It's just years in the game and consistency. That's the thing. It's like some people might outdo me on the social media platforms and stuff like that because, hey, they got the catchy gimmick that's good for TikTok and stuff. But one thing that not a lot of independent artists can keep up with is my catalog and my actual streaming of people that fuck with me for my music, like not viral dances or telling jokes or some other type of gimmick.
They fuck with you for you.
One thing about my music streams, like if all my shit got shut down, they would still be streaming the actual music, which like I think is a good accomplishment because a lot of artists these days, it's like they always they'll get big off something else, and then the hardest part is getting people to fuck with your music though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's kind of the opposite. Like that's why I was like I'm kind of like I'm like a quiet lion because like I'm not the type that's good who's just gonna like get on selfie and do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But you put the mic in front of me or we shooting a video and I'm a monster. Like that's when you see me shine and thrive who I am, you know?
Okay, yeah. So I heard you say that you like the state of the rap game.
Yeah.
So on top of that, what are you thinking about like the fact that it went from like CDs and club plays and so now everything is pretty much
it's so much easier. When I hear these motherfuckers, I don't hear kids complain, but the old school guys, because like they were used to being signed to a label and just fucking shooting one, because back then you just needed like one single and the label would just blow it up. So they make one single and now they're a millionaire and then they just perform that song over and over.
Yeah.
Where it's like now cats like that, they don't know how to evolve and say if they sold their catalog or that big song, they have no income coming in. They don't know how to run social media. They don't know how to keep up. So they hate this generation. But I do not miss passing out CDs. I don't miss doing that.
You have been on both sides.
Look, were you outside with the backpack and, standing in front of the mall?
Yes, I was.
The gas station.
Yeah,
one day he caught me.
Everybody, all the OGs in Orlando, they know, like anybody who's like in their 30s, they probably seen me climbing up. I would bring a ladder and I would climb up to the highest post I could and I would post my posters with my name on them.
Oh, that's real work right there,
I put them high enough so people couldn't take them down and I would ride around the city doing that shit. and now it's like, oh wait, and that would only get me big on a local level.
Yeah.
For a city that's a crab ass city back then that wasn't gonna fuck with me no matter how hard I promoted.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now I could just sit in my room and post reels that I record at my house.
No, for real.
And reach millions of people.
Yeah.
When I put in all that work for 100 people to drive by on the freeway and actually pay attention to it, and then the ones who actually do pay attention, half of them don't give a fuck at all.
Nah, yeah. Stream
They think it says Bezz Believe, so they say, "Who's that Bezz Believe?" They only know it's Bezz Believe. Like, yeah, so it's like it's so easy now. Like if you're just consistent with your content, and it's got
game.
It doesn't have to be good, but it's got to be consistent and eye catching. That's the thing. Like there's people who pop off just because they have a weird look. They don't even have good music.
Yeah.
You know, they just look weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
True.
So like streaming, like what about like hitting? How does it feel to like hit 1 million views every time you like put up a video?
It's real good. The issue that I run into, because it's like when you are independent, you deal with so much fuckery from these platforms. Like my Instagram was doing crazy numbers and then it got shut down for like 6 months.
Oh damn.
And I just got it back, but the engagement is horrible. Like it's not horrible for like someone who has like 50K followers or some shit, but I have 416,000, and it says that I'm reaching like 0.2% of it now.
Like Instagram, like this.
Yeah, they definitely
On that
I have to build the trust again. I'm in like some type of probation period with them to see if I fuck up again.
That's wild.
But my Facebook is like, dog. Like I never thought I would do the numbers that I do. I used to like watch the big name people and be like, man, how's he getting 10,000 likes per post? How's he getting 20,000? Sure. And now it's like everything that I'm posting is like 10,000, sometimes 40, 50, 80,000 on a post. I'm like, this is my page doing that? And all I did was post. Like I didn't pay for no promo. I didn't, nothing. Like it's pretty cool to get it like that. It just, you gotta be constant, and you just gotta just be on all the platforms, because you don't know which one's gonna switch up on you.
That's true.
Sometimes I'll have Facebook been good to me, like consistent forever. And it's like the original platform. But like I've had YouTube be good to me, then just totally dump my shit. No one sees it. Then it's good again. TikTok good, and then I get a community strike, and now I'm getting 10 views, and I have to build it all over again. Where you just gotta, and I think it's about thinking outside the box, and that's what me and a lot of my friend group been thinking, like, how can we even create our own platforms and get around this so we don't have to 100% play by these people's rules who have the game rigged in a sense. Like they got it rigged for their people. Like they'll let independents and regular people who are just trying to come up win to an extent, but they're not going to let you, no matter how good your shit is, they're going to peak it at a certain level because they have their people, they got their little cousin, they got their brother, they got the people they're investing to, that they just press the button, 100 million likes, Travis Scott posts a picture at the bottom of his shoe, 10 billion views, and then somebody makes the best fucking freestyle in the world, 10 views.
And can't nobody hear it.
And it don't go nowhere. We didn't like it because he said that he likes Trump or something that went against the narrative. And now his account is, even though he's the firest rapper, like they'll just think of a reason. Oh, he said he called someone stupid and it's offensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they'll find their reasons to.
I ain't gonna lie, TikTok will ban your ass for
TikTok
anything.
will do anything. Because
you can say the smallest shit on TikTok and they at your ass on the ban list.
That's how they get you addicted.
Yeah.
Because
perfect timing.
What up, buddy?
Look at baby
He done walked
Gingy.
in at the right time.
Yep, he did, for real. Outside of this, we know you're a full-time baby Gingy dad.
A full-time baby Gingy dad,
Yes,
y'all
happy late
will have to see
Father's Day, man.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, being
thank you,
That goes out to all the fathers that are real
Yeah, man.
Guys, It takes a man.
Yeah.
Especially when you have
clean
an
a lot of
absent
diapers,
partner. It takes a man. It takes
A lot of
a man.
diapers.
I clean a lot of diapers. I had to do that before I came here.
Hey, he already know.
Bad one, boy.
On constant go.
Yeah.
So, this topic is trending like crazy. So let's talk about being a ginger.
Oh wow! I love that you brought up this question.
Yeah,
This is
man.
hilarious.
TikTok say y'all black.
Yeah.
TikTok says you gingers are black.
I mean, that's just what TikTok say.
and
How do you
it,
feel about that? What do you say?
man, I feel like it depends which gingers you're.
It's different.
It's so weird, yeah, because we do have like you guys heard of that guy Belly Gang Cushington. He's getting big right now. He's from Atlanta. He's mixed, but he like the color of my son. He looks kind of white, but he's a ginger, but he's thugged out. He's really popping in Atlanta. But it's like we really got gingers like.
Oh, I heard of him. I heard of him.
Yeah, we got gingers like me, him. There's some guy Jin Lee now.
I see him.
There's really gingers.
Hey.
Yeah, there's gingers rapping like that. And I feel like it's kind of weird because we're out of all the white boys, we're like the ones that did really push it to that extreme when it came to rap. Like the gingers took it that further. Like we let our nuts swing and this shit. And for the longest, we were the most doubted. Like people was like, man, you a fucking ginger. Like you ain't shit. And now we're standing on the
map.
we're like standing on all 10. So it's like I think there's some sort of core. I don't know what to think about it, bro. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think.
Baby Ginger, you blocking the views, man.
You blocking the view.
Tell the camera what's up. You gonna say hey to the camera?
So, being a Jew,
Y'all are rich.
Man, the thing is, they say Jews stick together. They say this,
That's
this
real,
and that.
man.
They don't stick with me. They don't give me fucking shit. None of these labels fucking give me shit. They don't
Damn, man.
They don't give me nothing. Every
Golly.
motherfucker that tried to sign me to a deal has been black. I've never had a Jew in the music industry approach me to sign me to a deal.
Is there any though? Like any that's no, maybe?
What?
That's like
No
like you say, no Jews sign.
Oh,
Like, is there any
well,
labels that's
Obviously there's big CEOs. I can't. I don't know them personally, so I can't say bad or good. There's people like Leor Cohn and stuff who owns 300 Entertainment.
Okay.
I know all the people in Atlantic.
yeah, for sure.
I can't really say, but they don't reach out to me. They sure as hell don't help
That's cool.
me.
You're a hustler.
Yeah, they don't help me at all, bro. I've never got any type of Jewish advantage. Only hate. And the Jewish people don't step in and help me from the hate. I just be taking it myself.
Yeah,
And I stand up for them because I don't like to see anybody getting bullied.
Yeah.
So I feel a responsibility to stand up and be like, man, y'all gotta stop that. Because at the end of the day, most Jewish people that I meet or that I do know in real life, they're not Satanists. They're not bad people.
Right.
They're good. They're good people. I think there's a ruling elite class in certain industries that they do dominate in, but it's that's like saying, oh, the Indians and the Arabs, they dominate in the oil and gas and the Quickie Mart industries, and then a lot of Asians own the hair stores and stuff like that. And it's not really being racist. It's just the reality of there's certain ethnicities that really jumped into specific industries and they took them over and they passed it to their people. I think the Jews, they just got into industries that are that piss people off because it's financial, and a lot of the behind the scenes in Hollywood. But as far as for me, I've noticed that they don't make other Jewish people, they'll put you on behind the camera, but they won't put you on in front of it. You gotta see how many famous Jewish people can you say that you've seen? There's not a lot. Even though they run the industry, they won't put us on.
Yeah.
Unless you're a comedian making fun of yourself, like if you're Adam Sandler or Seinfeld or some shit. But they won't let you come out. For some reason, they don't want you to have a serious image. It's
got you.
I don't know why. Maybe they want to live into that, project that dorky, funny stereotype because they think that's more marketable. I really don't know. But I really want to be somebody who really breaks that that stereotype and goes against all the odds and shows people that like judge a human being by the individual, not by what ethnicity they're associated to, because like
sure,
everybody, you can't blame a whole race of people for you got to blame the individual person. If someone fucks up, you blame that person. If someone does good, you congratulate them.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, it's been such a pleasure, you know, talking to you.
Most definitely.
You know, I really thought you were shy, but I guess I'm still
I told you,
eye-rolling.
it's
I'm still eye-rolling because,
we
you
want
know,
to keep going, man.
we'll see.
we
always want to keep going.
Yeah, you know, from Bezz Believe, I want you to like drop some valuable gems to the people, you know.
And let the people know who Bezz Believe is.
Definitely.
You know, if they don't know you, because I'm pretty sure you know.
Bezz Believe that humble hustler putting on for the heartland.
Okay.
I said that, you know, that's the new thing I came up with, because I was trying to like describe like what describes my personality. It's the chill, it's the silent, it's the iron lion. Like I'm the dude, like I'm an observer, I'm an introvert, but when it comes to really, when it counts and it comes to a deep message, I might not say a lot, but my messages are potent. And when it's time to shine, and then when it's time under pressure, I don't fold. And I always come through. It's like always quality, always quality. And with my music, it's quality and quantity, you know. But like, say if I'm just kicking in a room full of people, like I observe, but when I say something, like it's powerful, you know.
For sure, for sure. That's that lion mentality, man.
Yeah.
He's a lion.
That lion ain't gonna fold, for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you came on here and chatted with us, because, you know,
we appreciate it.
You know, I'm still teeter-tottering, but we'll save that.
Teeter-tottering about what? No, we appreciate it, though. We appreciate you, baby, bringing the baby. You know what I'm saying? He came and showed out for the camera. Baby Bezz.
I mean, you kind of didn't answer our question, though, about being black or not, but...
Man, because I don't know how to answer it. Because it's like, I feel like, so Forgiato, like he made a couple ginger jokes. Like he posted me in there, and he did a few memes about me being black. And like people like was like really offended. So it's like when the internet is joking, like I don't think, you know, gingers are not really black.
Right.
So it's like, it's not for me. It's not something that I'm offend people for. Like, if it's something that I really strongly feel about and it's not a joke, I don't care who I offend. But if it's something that I'm like, that was a funny joke, and people are offended by the joke, I'm gonna just be like, man, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to take
I'm not
part
gonna
in
keep
that.
beating the dead horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to make it funny or something.
So animated.
Yeah, because it's like you gotta pick your battles. Like if it's something that I really believe in, I don't care who I offend. You know, when it's something like that, like I don't know what to think. I think it's funny. I think it's cool because like, but at the same time, it's like being a white rapper who was raised around urban culture. It's like so many people already, you think you black. So it's like, if I owned into that, now I'm black, I'm a fucking ginger. Like, I'd be a fucking cornball. Like, you know, like I'd be a fucking cornball, because like I obviously know that I'm white, but it's like I've been around hip hop my whole life.
You're cultured.
It's the core
He's seasoned.
I'm seasoned. I'm a white boy, seasoned Cajun spice.
You know,
Cajun spice. We love the Cajun spice, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
That's that ginger. That's that ginger, please.
Ginger snaps.
But it's like, it's like it. I think it's funny when it's like the dorky gingers are like, yeah, bro, we're on now, you know? But like when someone like me did it, it wasn't funny because they're like, yo, he really thinks he's black. Like, and I'm like, nah.
You
They don't think I'm joking when I do it. They really think that I seriously think I'm black now. So I can't really own into those jokes. Like, those type of gingers, like, they obviously, like, they know they're joking, because maybe they're not, but who knows? But like, they not within the hip hop culture, you know? So
yeah, it's just like a joke on TikTok. Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, that's a wrap from us, you know.
Yes, man. We wish we could keep going, of course, again. I probably said that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're going to have to run a part 2, because, you know, it was fun talking to you.
Well,
we can go on and on, you know, we can go on and on.
We always,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
we love the good vibes. You know,
That's what
we
it's all
bring the
about,
energy,
for
of
sure.
course.
You know, that's a wrap from the garden. You know, we push through,
We love y'all.
stay true, and we live bold.
Hey.
Appreciate it, y'all.